Good morning, everybody. March 11th, daily quiz number 10. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let me refresh you on Friday's question that I left you with. In Normandy, in France, famous for its apples, there's a liquor that they make specifically that comes from that region. Now, apples is a bit of a hint there. You should know what it is. Not very common in bars nowadays, not like it used to be. Although I'm sure in France it's all over the place. And what this liquor was that I was asking you about, if you could give me the name back from this region. The region is the region is Normandy. The liquor I'm thinking of is Calvados, an apple brandy. Okay? Calvados. Now, the thing is with Calvados, I'll tell you a little story. There's not many drinks you can make with Calvados. It's strictly an after dinner digestif. But there is a useful practice with Calvados that many people don't know. And it's, have you ever heard of Le Trou Normand? Le Trou Normand. 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 Okay. Strictly translated, it's the whole Normand, which is Normandy, short for Normandy. And what happens is, back in the old days, the French, their classical menus used to have 8, 9, 10 courses. That's all they did was eat. The big sit-down meals, you know. And in the middle of these courses, they used to have what was called a Le Trou Normand. Because people used to get full halfway through, they needed a break. So they were each given a shot of Calvados. And on the menu it would be called Le Trou Normand. Because the Calvados was used to cleanse the palate, but also to cleanse the whole dish, you know, the whole eating experience right down to your stomach. And Le Trou was kind of fun on words. It would make a hole in your stomach so to allow more food to go in. That's the story behind it. Nowadays, you know, you see a menu and it's usually they serve you iced granite, like a lemon sorbet or something like that, to cleanse the palate. But the traditional way was always using a shot of Calvados. And so if you're a chef out there and you're making a 5, 6 course dinner, you know, it's always good to add Le Trou Normand in the middle of it so people could, even if they're having wine with the meal, you know, wine and food pairings. Le Trou Normand was designed to just give people a break, cleanse the palate, have a good shot of Le Trou Normand, Calvados, and it would cleanse their, would make more room for the more food that would arrive. So there you go. So if you're making a menu, 5, 6 course dinner, add a Le Trou Normand in the middle. And believe me, it's a nice touch, and there's a story behind it as well. Now, today's quiz, a very interesting quiz. I got to move along fast. Time's ticking away. Yesterday, I bought a bottle of wine, and it was from the foothills of the Ventoux in the southern Rhone Valley. And what intrigued me about this wine was the fact that I love the Rhone Valley wines. I've always been a big fan of theirs. And I thought right away of the quiz when I saw this wine, because venteux means windy, okay, in English. And this is a very windy part of France, wine growing regions in France. And the main grape is Grenache, of course, high in alcohol. So naturally the wine was 14.5%. And some Syrah added to it for some body, pigment. Because Grenache, even though it's a very popular grape, it's usually not on its own too much. It's usually with another grape to give it some body. And this wine was a full-bodied wine. Like I said, I had a couple glasses and that was enough for me. Because I don't usually drink too much wine anymore, to be honest, because of my sickness. Whatever. So I thought of myself, I thought of, okay, this wine, Venteux. What I remember from my sommelier course, one of the things, is that this particular wine comes from an area in the southern Rhone, which is very windy. And the wine itself is very enticing because it's got the Le Garrigue, which is known in that area for it's on the nose. It's got some Garrigue, meaning some herbs, wild herbs, flowers, and other wild things that could grow on the land on the nose when you sniff it. And you give it a good breathe in. So this wine, full of ripe fruit, like black cherry, they actually train the rootstock, the vines, so that it's facing the wind. Because throughout the year, throughout the summer, the wind is so strong that it'll actually blow the vines back straight. Now this wind comes off North Africa. There's a name that's given to this wind. All right, in this hot, warm climate, there's this wind that blows. And that accounts for the soil and all that, full of wild stuff, wild shrubs and things that grow in it. That give the flavor and the characteristics to Southern Rhone wines. Now, what I want you to tell me, okay, after all this, is what is the wind called that comes off North Africa that's so strong, crosses a strait, and blows into the Southern Rhone in the south of France? Okay, what is that wind called? It's one word. You put a L in front of it if you want. And I know this video is only 10 minutes long. I'm already 8 minutes and 30 seconds. But it's an interesting question. I told you these quizzes are a little bit absurd because most of you would know what the answers are to very simple questions. So I hope you have fun with this one. What is the wind that blows off North Africa that hits those vineyards in the southern France where they grow Chateau Neuf de Pape and all those areas in the southern Rhone? All right. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.